What's up, everyone? This is Dave Wisniewski and Mr. Chris Martin. He is the owner of Hempel Farms Cafe and Shop, where we are right now. Now, Chris, tell us what is Hempel Farms and what separates it from other kinds of cafes?
We're a hemp-infused cafe, so we're fully infused from front door to back. We sell clothing, topicals, edibles, vape products, and pet treats as well.
Awesome. Well, a lot of people, when they ask about Hempel Farms, they say, is that a dispensary? Do I need my medical marijuana card to come into Hempel Farms? What do you have to say to that?
You know, we get that a lot. It's nice to be able to say that we don't have that requirement locked onto us. You don't need a card to come in. Hemp is legal from our aspect because it's already produced, it's already manufactured, and it's already in your food. So we welcome everyone to come down, young and old, kids, small, grandparents. Bring your families. Come on down and check us out down here at 14620 North Cave Creek Road.
Hemp is awesome. I love the breakfast burrito. It's my favorite thing here, and it's great. Nothing you have here has any THC. It does not need any sort of card to consume. So anybody who wants to come sign our legalization petition does not need to be fearful of coming over here because they don't need their medical marijuana card. Anybody can come over here, sign a petition, check out the store. They got not just food, but they have a lot of different clothing and different kinds of accessories as well in the other place, in the other side of the shop. Mr. Don Thomason. We're here at Hempel Farms Cafe and Shop, and Don is a activist out there collecting signatures all over town, and he's experienced a lot of different things. And I want to know, what kinds of places have you been going to collect signatures?
Well, I've tried everything, the Goodwill, the shopping centers. I've had really good luck with the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Do you need to fill out something to go petition in front of the DMV or MBD, what do they call it?
Go to the desk and ask for a solicitation request.
Okay.
And it's a form, you fill it out. There's a fax number on the form, you fax it in. They will reply immediately by phone if they don't have all the information that they need. In this case, I've already filed the initiative, so if you make reference to the number and put down that the initiative is on file, it's already been approved, and they'll sign it and mail it back to you. They have to send it through the mail.
So it's a process, though.
It takes 5 days.
Okay.
And then you're applying for 3 months at a time. You have to renew it every 3 months.
Okay, so I fill it out. It takes 5 days to go through the process. Then I can collect out front for about 3 months, and then I have to renew it to do further.
That's correct.
Cool. So, what kinds of things have people been telling you when they're trying to sign this? Are they tripping out because, oh, this is pot, man? What are you doing out here trying to promote this kind of stuff?
Actually, the consensus of opinion, even among people who don't use marijuana, is that this makes sense because 40% of the money is going to go to education and public health. Our state is seriously doesn't have money for education right now. Mm-hmm. They're cutting back on teachers, cutting back on classrooms and class time, pencils and paper, books, a variety of things that the schools need. So a good example is the state of Washington that made $75 million in the last year. The state of Washington has very little employment, high unemployment, and needed money to fix roads, bridges, buy fire trucks. It's a whole bunch of things that state governments need money for. Besides how are you going to raise taxes on people that aren't working? You're not going to get it that way.
Well, let me ask you another question. How do you find time to collect signatures? I know a lot of people, they say, I want to collect signatures, but I just don't have time to do it. Do you fit it into your time, your schedule in different areas, or do you segment different areas of your day, or do you just go out on the weekend? How do you manage your time to collect signatures?
Well, I'm retired, so I don't have to get up and go to work. I collected 5 sheets last week, about 75 signatures in about 2 hours.
5 sheets in 2 hours. Where would you go for that?
DMV.
5 sheets in 2 hours. That is what is up.
You got to have foot traffic. You can't have people that are in a big hurry. You need.
Oh, they're going to be hanging out at the DMV.
They're going to be hanging out. They're
DMV is the place. What if we got all of our signatures from the DMV?
They have a chance to think about it. And I get a lot of people come up and ask questions. Well, what's this all about? Why should we do? I don't smoke marijuana. Well, that's fine. No one's going to ever make you smoke marijuana.
Right.
Really, what you're trying to do here is get rid of the criminal element. We have a criminal element in this country, and they're selling the marijuana. because it's illegal. Do you think they'd be selling it if it was legal? No. And that money is not being taxed. And we're wasting money having law enforcement enforce laws that don't work.
Absolutely. And they're detrimental to the welfare of our citizens here in Arizona. Well done. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for coming out. This is an interview with volunteers collecting signatures. We need you to come collect signatures for us. You can volunteer at saferarizona.com. Make a campaign contribution at azfmr.com.
Hi, my name is Alan, and I'd like to tell you about my experience gathering petitions last Saturday when we were at Chiba Hut. It was really pretty fun when a petition gatherer from the other ballot initiative showed up, and she was probably in her late 60s, maybe 70 years old, and she said she was doing the same thing that we were. And when I asked her a little bit further, she said she was there for a petition for legalization. And when I told her the first time her ballot initiative had nothing to do with legalization, she argued, and I finally pulled $5 out of my pocket, and I said, I will give you I have no intention of signing your petition, but I will give you this $5 if you can show me where the word legalization occurs just one time. And that's when she looked at me and she went, really? The mine isn't for legalization? And then she explained that she was only gathering signatures because she was getting paid to do so, and she really needed the money. And then she went ahead and signed our petition. So this was really a pretty fun and pretty exciting thing. And if you take the time to educate people and show them the difference between the two ballot initiatives, only someone that has perhaps the IQ of a rock, or maybe some malicious or some other intent, is going to go for the other initiative. It's really honestly, on a humanitarian level, it's like fishing in a barrel.
So you're saying read the initiative. What kinds of other places have you been to collecting signatures?
I have only collected signatures with my clients, people that I meet one-on-one that I already knew, other than Chiba Hut. That's the only two places that I've done.
Cool. We got some great experiences out here. We're looking forward to hearing some more people talk about what's been going on out there in the field collecting signatures for cannabis legalization. Here, do you have anything else you want to talk about as far as what your plans are for hemp? What kind of any events going on here?
Yeah, we've got a few things going on. We're looking to ramp up our delivery going into the fall, Wednesday through Friday. We really want to get delivery to take off. So if you're not available to make it to us because we might be a little off the beaten path or not meeting up with your schedule, call us. We'll bring it down to you within a certain mile radius, 602-626-8800. We have another event coming up August 22nd that we'll be a part of and a sponsor of at the Tapatio Cliffs for Medical Marijuana Expo, which should be pretty cool, linking together some different businesses and platforms. And then November 7th, we have Green Platforms or Green Planets Festivals taking place at the Phoenix Convention Center, which should be about 30,000 square feet of nothing but self-sustaining farmers and growers and different businesses that are all meant to be off the grid.
That sounds outstanding. So one of your base products here is your whole hemp oil. Now, what's the big deal with this hemp oil? Why should I eat it?
You know, what's needed with the hemp oil is because the endocannabinoid system in our body, we're meant to receive. As you start to receive these cannabinoids in your system, you can see the effect. You feel the difference of it. What I like about the hemp too is that there's different ways to ingest it, whether it be oil, seed, flour. There's so many different ways that we can use it. The oil is the best for me because it's sublingual. I put it in my mouth and it's an instant feeling. Within 30 minutes, my nausea is gone for the day.
Takes away your nausea, makes you feel better. Hemp is healthy, it's good for us. So come on down, check out Hempel Farms Cafe and Shop. That's 14620 North Cave Creek Road, Phoenix, Arizona.